What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? Boosie has been kicked off of Instagram multiple times. In a recent interview with DJ Vlad, Boosie said that he wants all of the people who stopped following him when he got kicked off the platform to keep that same energy. Boosie said, don't follow me. He said that when you lose your Instagram, you lose Instagram people. You lose your friends. He said when he comes back, when he gets back on top, don't follow me. Don't come back. What y'all think about that, fam? Boosie also said that if you follow him, if you mess with him, you should not be, what did he say? What was that cologne he said? It was some cologne he said you shouldn't be wearing. And he said you shouldn't be eating Funyuns if you mess with him. That's where he is with it. What do you think? What do you think? Here's what I think. It's important for all of us to understand this. First of all, you ain't got no friends on social media, period. That's number one. Furthermore, as a celebrity, somebody who's been in the game for 32 years, something like that, I am acutely aware that everybody loves a star when he's on top, but nobody comes around when he starts to drop. I won't take credit for that. That is Michael Jackson. Something that he said before he became a teenager, I believe. It's so true. I've always remembered that song, and I've always applied it to my life as a celebrity, because as a celebrity, if you've been around as long as I've been, you're gonna experience like a roller coaster ride. You're gonna get your peaks and you're gonna get your valleys. And I've pretty much experienced all of it. And I've seen people come and go. I've seen so many celebrities come and go, so many stars come and go. Once you are famous, you're always famous. Even if you're not on top anymore, you're gonna always be famous. But what I mean is that there are people who get to the top and then they fall off, and then they fall off in terms of celebrity status, but they fall off even more as human beings. They lose it because they get caught up in the hype part of it. Like, they start taking this type of stuff seriously. I ain't gonna say no names, but somebody told me once, a celebrity told me, that they don't like me. They don't love me. I say, love me? Who cares? Who cares? See, if you rock with me, I rock with you. If you don't, you don't. I just don't spend that kind of time worrying about people who don't rock with me. But the only time I left the Ghetto Boys and I came back to the group. When I first left, a lot of people was mad that I left the group. Man, I was getting hate mail and all kinds of stuff. You think you this, and fuck you, and you messed up the group, and all this kind of stuff. And the record sales wasn't as strong on the solo side. Wasn't getting as many show offers. Wasn't getting as many people inquiring about doing features or even getting an autograph. People just wasn't clamoring to get a Willie D autograph or a picture. About 3 years after leaving the group, I approached the program director at the radio station, the biggest radio station in Houston, about doing a show, a talk show. He was like, yeah, cool. I called him to follow up. He don't answer the phone. Call him again, left another message. He still don't answer the phone. I saw him out a couple times, speak, what up? I ain't say nothing else. A year later, I rejoined the group. Knocked the record out. This was for what album was that? Resurrection. I decide to approach him again, but I waited until I knew what our chart position was. So a buddy of mine at Billboard called and said, man, y'all debuting at #1. When I got that information, I went to the radio station. I was actually there to meet another guy, a DJ, but I saw him in the hallway, the program director. And I said, yeah, man, I still want to do that show. You know, he said, yeah, when you want to do it? How many days a week? You know, how many hours you want to go? Like everything was like, whatever you want. I didn't hold it against him. The same way I didn't hold it against the fans who all of a sudden was just all on me. Yo, pictures, autograph, everything, you know. Walking to the club, I got 50 business cards. Everybody want to do business all of a sudden. I didn't take it personal. I just looked at it like, okay, I'm hot and everybody want to do business. I ain't tripping. If it benefits me, I'll do business with them. If it don't, I won't. It's as simple as that. And I think that Boosie needs to take the same approach. Like, don't take it personal. Like, all of those people who abandoned him, who is going to come back once he gets hot, man, just take your bitter with your sweet and keep on going. I mean, if it can benefit you, you know, cool. If it don't, that's cool too. I look at this social media thing similar to the way I do sports. Everybody wants to hang out with the winner. When's the last time you saw a championship game and the clock hit 0, game over, champion declared, and the people was cheering the loser? That don't happen. When the game is over, there's a celebration. People want to go to celebrate with the winners. The winners have the parade. The losers gets nothing. You go home and you wallow in sorrow. That's just the way it is. When you get hot, it's on. When you're not so much. And it's not really personal. Can't really take it personal, because I think that, you know, life is full of ups and downs. So when you're down, you can find yourself in a really dark place if you hold on to that stuff and you be personal about stuff like that. You personal about how many people liking your post, how many people followed you, how many people subscribed, or how many people unsubscribed. Man, do the work. Do the work, stay focused, and you'll be all right. You know, let the chips fall where they may. Do the work, stay focused. Look, GETO Boys, me and Brad, we just put out the podcast almost 2 weeks ago, and we're #1 on the charts. I felt like we had a #1 podcast, but I didn't know we was gonna get that fast, so I wasn't even thinking like that on the first week. I didn't know where we were gonna end up, so I didn't even give it a whole lot of thought. And now that we are #1, at some point, we're not gonna be #1. We're gonna slide to #2, #3, #5, 10. Might even go all the way down to 20. Even if we slid all the way off the map, you know, it would be disappointing, but it's not gonna make me not like the people who decided to not follow me or whatever, because I don't put that much stock in people following me and people buying units and stuff like that. I don't really, you know, that's what your inner circle is for, right? The people who know you best, the people who have been loyal to you, the people who are going to be there no matter what. Now, if they abandon you, that's something different. But fans and just, you know, fair weather friends on social media, man, that stuff don't really mean nothing to me. It don't mean nothing at all. I mean, If you ride for me, I ride for you, you know. But if you don't, I'm cool with that. I don't really put that much stock into it. I think that's what drives a lot of people crazy. I know celebrities who have ended up in the gutter because they internalize stuff like that. Oh man, they're not cheering for me. They're overlooking me. Nobody's saying anything to me anymore. I'm not getting shows. You know, I'm not getting people not flocking to me anymore. And they get very, very depressed. Some of them start drinking. They start doing drugs, just engaging in all kinds of reckless behavior. Unlike Biv DeVoe, I never thought it was me. I always knew that it was the art, the content, the work that I was putting in. Bottom line, fam, when you win, you win. When you lose, you bruise. As simple as that. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?
Yeah.